for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Dance! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change, and thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight. Wednesday, the 22nd of March, 2023. So before I go, I do want to apologize for a little late start tonight, viewers. Probably Synergy had some technical problems. But nevertheless, viewers, we are going live. We are on Carolina Savannah Road in Shogunas, viewers. It's our business place there. Remember, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is being live, is run live on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, with a rerun the following day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember that, viewers. Also remember, those of you who are looking for a better return on your hard-earned cash, at Real Talk we are offering you 4% on a fixed deposit for 5 years, viewers. So if you want to get in contact with us to find out more about this 4%, on a 5-year contract fixed deposit, numbers are on screen: 339-1670, 242-7690, 238-6716, or 267-7325. Viewers, remember, this is our contact numbers for our central and south office. Those of you who want to get in touch with the Real Talk Credit Union information, it's not a problem. Set up an appointment, call the number, set up an appointment. Open an account for your kid. Remember, no commercial bank in Trinidad and Tobago is allowing you to open a savings account for your children. You will get it at Real Talk Credit Union information. Remember that, viewers. And remember, parents, you need to set aside funding for your child's future. And if you cannot open an account in the bank, contact us at Real Talk Credit Union information, and we will gladly assist you in setting up a savings account or even a fixed deposit for your kid. Remember, nobody is going to take care of your child or give your kid something beside you. So be a responsible parent and open an account for your kid only at Real Talk Credit Union. Remember that. 4%, viewers, is what we are offering you. People have been calling me, Saeed, you had the highest interest rate on fixed deposit in Trinidad and Tobago. I said to that individual, I didn't come to follow, I come to lead. And that is my thing. I didn't come to follow, I come to lead. When God sends somebody on the face of the earth, He don't send them as followers, He sends them as leaders. In society today, we have some leaders who govern Trinidad and Tobago, and we ask ourselves if they are leaders. But the thing is, they were chosen by the people to lead. That is the difference. They were chosen by people. I wasn't chosen by people. I was chosen from the Most High. Hence the reason why I stand here every day bold and brave. And I do tell anybody, you want to come against me, not a problem. Just know the type of individual you are coming after. You see, I am not one of those individuals where you would just take advantage of. No. You will feel something. You will feel the wind tapping you on your shoulder. Believe me. You will feel the wind tapping you on your shoulder. And what you get after the wind tap you on your shoulder, well, then you deal with it. You deal with it. So viewers, those of you who have been having spiritual problems, you want to come and contact, you want to come to see me, not a problem. Contact me at 339-1670. Set up an appointment and come see me. Come see me. So viewers, tomorrow morning will be the first fast for Ramadan for the Muslim communities. So to my Muslim brothers and sisters, you have tonight to fill your belly. Eat all your goodies tonight, because come at the break of dawn tomorrow morning, being Thursday, the 23rd of March 2023, is where your first Ramadan will start. So I want to wish you all the best in starting your Ramadan fast. I want to wish you the health and strength. I pray that whatever you are fasting for in the month of Ramadan, that God gave you the health and the strength. He gave you your desires. He gave you whatever it is that you have in your heart, whatever it is that you are seeking, whether it be wealth, whether it be peace, whether it be comfort, whether it be happiness, whether it be long life, whether it be healing from sickness, whether it's house, whether it's land, whether it's car, whether it's a perfect wife, Well, they don't come perfect, you know, but you have to make it work together. And tall man, wife don't come perfect, you know. They come as a female, a human being. It's two become one. So you have to build the bridge, go on. Sometimes you might marry today and by the end of the week you realize, hey, you can't make it. You can't. But whatever it is your heart has desired, whatever it is you are getting up each morning to fast and pray for, may Allah grant you whatever it is that you are going after. So tomorrow is your first fast. Happy Ramadan to the Muslim community in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the world, from Real Talk with Saieed Ali, as your fast starts tomorrow morning at the break of dawn. I will still be myself. After a fast break, when I rejoin my set from 7 to 8 p.m., I, Saieed, will still be myself. I will still be the bold individual that stands in front of you. I will still be the bold individual that demanded from those in authority after I break fast. So it's not going to change me. During the day I will fast. But come 7 to 8 is where I stand for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It's not going to change me. What I'm fasting for has nothing to do with you. What I'm standing here for has everything to do with you. So understand the difference. Just an update, viewers. The Ministry of Health has reported 450 new COVID-19 cases in the past week, up from last week's 367 cases. The new positive cases were recorded between March 15th and 21st. The 7-day rolling average of COVID-19 cases, meaning the numbers of new cases recorded daily during the 7-day period, is 64. Also up from last week, 52 cases per day on average. There were 7 new COVID-19 fatalities within the last week. The deceased include 4 elderly male, 3 elderly female, 6 of whom had comorbidities, while 1 had no known underlying health condition. During the last week, the vaccination also remained low for both new inoculate and booster doses. Over the last 7 days, 197 doses of COVID-19 vaccine were administered, with 63% receiving a booster, with no change since November 1st, 2022. 51.3% of the population is fully vaccinated. So viewers, as we say again, this choice is up to you. Because we understand whether you take it or not, you're getting COVID-19. Whether you take it or not. It's Wednesday night. It's our public concerns night, where we encourage you to call in and highlight the road condition in your community. And I must say, and I must let you know that since this program started 2 years back, we have gotten a lot of help from various ministries dealing with certain things. Energy Minister Stuart Young has stated that the resignation of Venezuelan's Petroleum Minister Tarek El-Assim has not affected talks between TNT and Venezuela on development of the Dragon gas field, which is located in Venezuela maritime space. The Reuters said Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro accepted El-Assim's resignation after the detention of at least 6 high-level officials amid a corruption probe that focused on state energy company PDVSA and the judiciary. So let's just hope it don't affect us, but you know, our Prime Minister and our energy delegates love to deal in Venezuela. They love to. In a statement, Young said, there have been numerous inquiries and even speculative misinformation commenting or commentary, and how you want to call it, as to the effects of recent development at PDVSA. In January, the Dragon deal was revived when the U.S. granted TNT an exemption from sanctions imposed on the South American country. On March 14, Young signed a non-disclosure agreement with PDVSA over the project in Caracas, Venezuela. So viewers, we're going to wait and see what comes out from this. Let me tell you something, there's a lot of bacchanal brewing, you know. Corruption in the energy sector in Venezuela. Imagine that. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad-Bisasa have stated that she is convinced that Chief Justice Ivor Archie, the Prime Minister, and the Attorney General are part of a plot to frustrate the operation of Director of Public Prosecution, DPP Roger Gaspar. Now, this meant to rescue government from all fallout over the Vincent Nelson matter. Prasad-Bisasa is now calling on Police Commissioner Earl Hayward Christopher to launch an investigation into the conduct of former AG Faris Al-Rawi in relation to the Nelson's matter. The opposition leader said she is convinced there is a deliberate attempt to compromise the DPP for political gain. And she added that one has to wonder if there is a whole conspiracy to run the DPP out of office. She also accused Archie of being out of touch with the system he leads, saying he could have dealt with matters privately. So is there a war brewing between the Attorney General, between the Prime Minister, and between Ivor Archie against the present DPP? Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed. This is the imitation vaccine figure.
I thought you were going to say the original
vaccine. A couple
vaccine.
of quick issues. One has to do with the inauguration. The president. I didn't see the former president come on. Did they invite him? I mean, it's sad. They should have invited him. And I see my partner, Baldo Pandey, now in the play. And he was talking to the PM, the real vaccine figure. And the real vaccine figure was Jovel. And during the conversation, I watched attentively at the Prime Minister. And he got silent. And Mr. Pandey apparently whispered something to him. And I, being intuitive, I say, you know what he told him? Jail is not a nice place, you know, boy. And I say, oh. If you whisper to him, the facial expression at PM changed quickly. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, dog whistle. Our Prime Minister blew a dog whistle to the police 3 weeks ago, telling them if they misbehave on frivolous charges, you go to big legislation to prosecute them. What was the intention of that? To prevent police from investigating the gang in the cabinet who conspired with the local government minister to do an indemnity that they arguing against and saying it's false now. They produce it, you know, but them going to court to defend it. So I feel that is why you do the dog whistle, for them not to investigate it. And that is what I had to say tonight. Have a nice night. Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. The Commission of Inquiries into the Paria LMCS diving tragedy has now pushed the delivery of its report to the state to May 2023. During the evidential hearing staged in January, CEO Chairman Jeremy Lynch, KC, stated that he aimed to deliver the report by the end of April. During a visit to Paria Fuel Trading Company, Pointe-à-Pied, to view the LMCS hyperbaric chamber, Lynch admitted that there was some delay due to the lateness of viewing the equipment and logistics or logical issues. In a media release yesterday, the CEO confirmed that the inspection of the hyperbaric chamber was the last evidence. However, it cannot deliver the report until May, as the law mandates the CEO to issue solemn letter. Now, solemn's letter. These letters contain criticism of individual and entities who may be affected by the report. While the CEO expects to have response to those letters in a timely fashion, it added that it will not complete the report until May. The CEO also ordered the recipient received summons letter on or before April 28. Those wish to make representation must submit them in writing by May 12th. Now that's a delay. But nevertheless, Jeremy Lynch knows what he's doing, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
I have some questions. I don't know whether, I'm just asking, I don't know if you could shed any light on it, sir. We are told about this imminent rate increase from TNT. Now, I was made to understand the more money these utilities collect, because the utilities normally pay the regulated industry commission a percentage of its collection. I don't know if you are aware of that, sir.
Yep.
You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Right. So it would be in the RIC best benefit, you know. At least I thought there was independent, but life come to my attention. So it would be in their benefit to increase this, regardless how detrimental it is to the citizen.
Yes.
Now, if the government owes substantial amount, like 7 billion and excess, why is it that the RIC cannot make recommendation that the government pay this thing? Now,
Correct.
You have HDC people with $100 rent, and they have not paid for 18 years. Now, when they say, the government will help the vulnerable, isn't this the same people that they are speaking about, the vulnerable, who are their supporters? Now, if they cannot pay 100 rent, would they be able to pay an increased light bill? Are they paying any light bill at all? Isn't that misbehavior in public office, sir? I'm asking, I don't know. So, what the government, where is our opposition on this with the property tax? Is it because that the PNM supporters who are living in HDC houses cannot pay, so the government is coming after law-abiding citizens to pay this? Isn't this misbehavior? And look at all these disbursements and handouts. It is only people of a certain ethnicity who is accessing these things. Isn't that misbehavior in public office? When the opposition talk of persecuting, opposition member, the Honorable Prime Minister said he always go after white-collar crime. So if you are going after white-collar crime, why didn't you go after Faris Al-Rawi when he paid millions, I don't know, 100 million to Vincent, whatever his name is, and whatever? What about that? What about the $100 million that they give to the Sheikh Oil and all these places? Isn't that, what color crime is that? What color crime is that? You see, sir, this, unless somebody come and stand up side, I don't know, I'm imploring you, lead the charge in this, because we are being trampled upon. We are seeing independent institutions.
Yes.
The police, which are supposed to be, you have a former commissioner come out and say how the Prime Minister gave him $25 million to go after opposition members. Isn't this misbehavior? When you have institutions like the EBC, who is on, when you have the judiciary, everything under, and the last bastion now of democracy and independence, the DPP, they are after him. What are we coming to, sir? What are we coming to? And if nobody stand up, sir, why don't you start something everybody would follow? Let us get this government out. So, because I'm telling you, we are trying now our best. What about our children? What about our grandchildren? You hear the president talking about Paria in her place or whatever. Is everybody culture? What about the Muslims? Why can't you have something for them to say kasidas and all these things? What about the Hindus? You know, everybody you push it on fun and then you say it's all inclusive. This is the height of hypocrisy, sir. This is the height of hypocrisy. I implore you, sir, take a leading role side. Use a fearless man. Stand up like this government is evil, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to start our public concerns night tonight with illegal firing.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. The Forestry Division has recorded 123 forest fires so far this year. And conservators of forests, Dennis Dipchan Singh, have stated that there has been an increase in recent weeks. Speaking at the handing over of the National Gas Company NGC Restoration Forest Program, he said there have been an increase, which is why they put out a media release to the public urging them not to light backyard fires that will get out of hand. The division has been battling forest fires since December, but there was also a good start to the year because of trained staff, fire trace, and fire patrols. However, the fire are 100% man-made, caused by homeowners lighting backyard fires or farmers using slush or slash or trash and burn that gets out of control. The chancing advised persons living and farming in bushy and forested area to clear fire trees using proper training and health and safety procedures. He said the division has an incentive program for registered farmers to access resource for creating fire trees. So those are few farmers. Last night I was coming down the highway from south around 11:30. And just after Couva Hospital, heading north, on the left-hand side, opposite the hospital, it's an open piece of land in fire region. Now, Coats was not far from there, Unicoma was not far from there, houses were not far from there. if there were high winds last night, which was Tuesday night, those trash, those sparks, those flames could have traveled and somebody's house could have been on fire. So a fire is a serious thing. Please, farmers, those of you person living in a forested area, you have to light a fire. Please, please, get in touch with wardens, get in touch with forestry. If you need a hand, they can probably reach out, and some fire prevention officers could probably come and support you in creating a trace. Maybe some of them might be able to watch as you light your fire for, I don't know, preparation of land or whatever the case may be. So please, individuals who are going to light fire, please, you never know, your house or your neighbor's house could burn down. Your family house down the road could burn down. All because if you lit a fire up the road and the breeze blow bad and down the road, you get caught up with it. So please be aware of the fire lighting. Moving along. Member for Parliament for Mayaro, Rushton Paria, is calling on the government to update the public on its status of the construction of the Manzalena Road. This is because in less than 4 months, the temporary 10-kilometer Mayaro bypass road, which was built alongside the destroyed Manzalena Road to give commuters a working route at the cost of 14 million, has become riddled with pothole. I could say yes to that. I visited it myself. I visited the $14 million road myself. And it is already dilapidating. I swear I was going up to Moruga. Serious. I passed through that road and I swear I was going up to Moruga. Serious. Imagine $14 million on a road and you're dodging pothole. Come back to me. Stay focused. $14 million on a road. Viewers, $14 million on a road and you're dodging pothole. I could tell you that. I went up there and I looked at it myself. The only thing I didn't do was do a video, you know. That's the only thing I didn't do. But nevertheless, police might have charged me for driving and videotaping. But the road is ridiculous. Rohan, you and your contractor, you need to go back up there. You and your engineer, you and your supervisor who okayed that $14 million money spent road. You all need to go back up there. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They have pothole grandmother, it have pothole grandfather, it have pothole mother, it have pothole father, it have pothole son, it have pothole daughter. It's ridiculous. It's a stinking shame. It's a stinking shame. $14 million spent, and if you see the condition of the road. It's sad. Paria said he has tried numerous times to get an update on the promised technical report to begin the permanent construction of the new road from Minister of Works and Transport, Rohan Sinan, but is yet to get a response. Contacted on the issue, Works Minister Rohan Sinan stated that ongoing remedial works are being done on the temporary Manzalena bypass road, which has allowed connectivity to hundreds of motorists. Ongoing, about 2 weeks back I went up there. The work not ongoing, the work done. It stopped. Nothing is going on. I don't know who got 14 million, But I will tell you something. If that road was built in any other country, the government of that country would have held contractors responsible for that piece of, I don't know how you call that. It is definitely not a road. Let me tell you something. I went up there, and you're literally taking your foot off the X and keeping it on the brakes. And you're going along a 10-kilometer road like that. Most of the time you're mashing the brakes because you're braking from pothole. Rohan, carry your crew back up to that Manzalana Road, Wallace Cellar Bill, and check it over. Check it over. We want an update on that road. It stinks. It stinks. It stinks. Don't say the road, the work is continuing. There is nothing up there to continue the work. It is halted. It is finished. How many of you ever passed through the... What's the baddest piece of road? Mayaro Road. Going up Mayaro. Yeah. It's terrible. I saw them big truck on them, probably pausing going up there. To be honest with you. It stinks. It really, really stinks. I was surprised to know that piece of road cost 14 million. Mayaro residents are calling on authorities to repair the Mayaro-Guayari Road. Maxi driving along the road for the last 23 years. A driver by the name of Sonny estimated that the last time the road received any major repair was 20 years ago. UNC come, PNM come, and it's the same thing. 20 years now, the road haven't been repaired. Another resident said the deplorable condition of the road was taking a toll on their vehicles and wallet. Mayaro MP Russian Paria stated that he made representation to Minister of Works and Transport, Rohan Sinanan, in Parliament over a month ago and was told there were no plans to rehabilitate the road. No plans, eh? He added that residents were frustrated, and although they have not protested yet, it was not off the table. Paria said compounding their frustration was the fact that a recently opened 10-kilometer temporary bypass road in Mazalana is riddled with potholes and deteriorating just 3 months after it was opened. You have visuals? Focus. No visual? You know, but I mean, Russian Paria went to Rohan Sinanan concerning a road issue. And in response, before Rohan said, well, you know what? We will look into it and see what could be done. What did Rohan say? They have no plans for the road. No plans. So what is Russian Paria going to do with his villagers up there? What are you going to do? Keep our protests? It seems that there's only when you protest you're going to get something done. Because Rohan said there were no plans to rehabilitate the road. So what are you going to do? Angry residents, parts going up, vehicle costing more to fix, and Works and Transport Minister is saying to the MP in the area, there is no plans for the road. Don't be surprised. They have a weak protest up there. Don't be surprised. Residents, Pat, Lawrence Drive, located in Susu Land, Konapo, Sandy Grande, are appealing for assistance to repair the road in their area. They stated that their MP is Dr. Rai Ragbir, No repair has been completed for over a few decades. A few decades. Conaripo Road in Sandy Randy. So I know Rai love to watch my program, and hopefully someone will tell him about it, or he is viewing the program. So Rai Ragbir, the MP for that area, Susuland, Conaripo, Sandy Grande. The villagers them are asking for assistance. I mean, go up there, listen to the villagers and them, hear what they have to say. You could do a little video, send it for me, and we will highlight it on the road. This is part of the condition of the road. Just show back up that video. This is part of the road, viewers. This is the condition, and the villagers are asking for some help from those in authority. Look at that. The Maya Road, the Manzalana Maya Road, just like that, you know. Just like that. Let's put whole grandmother and grandfather right there, you know. So Rohan, the next time my MP asks for assistance, don't say we don't have plans for that road. Go down and check out the road. Go down with your technical team who love to approve everything. Walk through with the villagers. Whether they're UNC, PLM, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are the Minister of Works and Transport. That is your portfolio. And these were ministers getting tied up with. Oh, that is not my department, and this is not my department. No, stop that foolishness, or else we ain't reaching nowhere. We ain't reaching nowhere. Try and get something done. Come together. I mean, all of us living right here in Trinidad. Right here in Trinidad. Hey, I hear man say somebody have a house up in Manzalana, boy, on a hill. Watch man, I hear down there had some fish mining. I hear that a businessman have a house on a hill there. Watch me now. They say when you're passing, they like Saieed, that have to be a multi-millionaire house. I know who house it is there, but I just don't want to call name as yet. I'm just waiting for something. I'm waiting for something. Now, as soon as I get a little something, we might throw up a little video of the house. Let me see who claiming the house. Who own it and who transfer it, or who wife own it, or something like that. You know, we go see. We go see. But just waiting for a little something. When I get that, we go see who is Mr. S, who is Mr. W, who is Mr. A, all these things we gonna know. Who is fish and who's not fish, and thing we gonna know. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to Bamboo to deal with flood victims yet to receive grants after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Gruni Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Call a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
My friend, go right ahead. You're live.
Saieed, the house on you're talking about, right? And at the same house with the owner blocked the river course, and that one caused the whole road demand, so that's just the road back in DC. And at the same house you're talking about, right?
I waited for a little something.
Right, but the said minister now come and fix that. Let me tell you something, that road is not a minor road, right? It's a major road. And the whole of my area is used that road. All them wires have come out of there and go in there. So that road needs to be rehabilitated. It doesn't even need to be rehabilitated, it needs to fix. And that piece of swamp where that person block, needs to cut back and open back that river course. Otherwise it's going to happen again and again. And I don't know why people only threatening the protest, right? If they want to protest, come out and protest.
I said, yeah, don't threaten.
They probably need the road fixed. But here it is, I want to ask a question tonight, real quick. Because I noticed that paving going on in the Eastern Highway, paving going on in Orange Grove on West Bombay, and all these places that, you know what I mean, UNC and no power now, like KNM constituencies now. I noticed that actual paving going on now. But what I want to find out, right, are the parts on the highway and equipment park up, all the carrying and seeing excavator park up and nobody is working it. Are these things park up there and taxpayers money paying to rent these machines? So, why is it purpose of doing that? Somebody getting a kickback somewhere again then?
Some way.
So taxpayers money jumping up so nobody
Correct.
Right, last thing I want to touch on, right? I open the daily today, right, the papers, and I see Minister Utilities study in a full-page ad with some rubbish about World Water Day. You see that? World Water Day. And smiling and saying that so by 2030, the water reserves in the world will deplete by 40%. So I want to find out, right, if 40% of this country right now getting pipe-bound water from water, and 40% go by 2030, who will get water in 2030, right? I don't know now, that's asking now. We
I understand.
Surrounded by water, so we could not have more desalcat plants and have more water and have everybody getting water. But then again too, how corruption will take place, right? Anyways, right, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. St. Augustine MP Khadija Amin is calling on the Ministry of Social Development to deal with outstanding flood grants. In a press release, she claimed that after the flood in December 2022, hundreds of residents in St. Augustine, particularly in St. Augustine South and Bamboo No. 2, was seriously affected and sought help from that ministry. She said that several persons lost most, and in some cases all of their household belongings, but only received grants of $2,500. Amin added that at today's price, this really was a, it looked like it's a savage, some which is inadequate to replace majority or major, but commonplace appliance and electrical household item. It look like they're savage that 2,500. They scrape it up from somewhere. No, look at that flooding. Look at the flooding in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at flooding. Imagine you're passing through this. House being flooded out. Lost everything. and your assistance from the government was $2,500. The MP added that residents followed all the Ministry of Verification guidelines for requesting assistance but are still waiting for checks. Or they're still waiting. Amin said she sent correspondence to Minister Donna Cox on behalf of the peoples whose names are already... Hey, let me tell you something. Look at that. Call her good night.
Night. Saeed, good night, sir.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Saeed, do you know Monroe Road, Alligator Place, in that area?
What road?
Monroe Road, Alligator Place.
Uh-huh.
Saeed, at the corner of Alligator Place and Monroe Road, there's a water leak there for more than 3 months now. Okay. And about 3 weeks ago, some company was doing spot paving. They paved over the leaking main, okay? Needless to say, that whole piece of road, the paving there, it just washed away, and the water continues to run like, I don't know how many hundreds of gallons per day. Then right inside of Alligator Place, over 3 months, the same thing, there's a water leak. I personally made reports to the water office in Chibona.
Here what you do a video for me and send it and WhatsApp the video to 267-7325. My operator will give you the number and we will air it tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir. I did that already, you know, so you're preempting me there, no? All right, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
send it back again, 267-7325 with a little detail, and we're going to air it back tomorrow night.
7325?
Yes.
267-7325?
She will give you the number, the WhatsApp number. St. Augustine MP Khadija Amin says the government should have simply given the Ministry of Works and Transport $200 million for road repair instead of creating the secondary road rehabilitation and improvement company. Makes sense. Her comments came after Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley moved the company from under the purview of the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government to the Ministry of Works. Faris, nothing for you, but you lost $200 million. Amin said the creation of a special purpose company was always going to raise eyebrow and expect ministers of local government, Faris Al-Rawi, to deliver on his promise after spending $400 million on road repair. Imagine that, eh? It is going to raise eyebrow. Even we reviewed it and were like, wait now, this company ain't properly formed and finance minister have already allocated $200 million for a company that hasn't formed 100% as yet. Who are the directors of this company? Nobody ain't saying nothing. Who was the man behind this company? Nobody ain't saying nothing. Who owns the company? Who owns the company? Nobody ain't saying nothing. Who was going to benefit from this company? Somebody say something. Calls for cable barriers. Mr. Hussein from Freeport is now calling for installation of cable barriers throughout the highway to prevent innocent lives being lost when accident happened. This after he was in an accident which occurred on the Salman Hujoy Highway on northbound lane on 23rd of April 2012. He said that a 2-ton truck from the southbound lane crossed the medium and hit the edge of the northbound lane, went up into the air and about 10 to 12 feet and dropped on his vehicle where he sustained bodily injuries. He is now calling for assistance in getting cable barriers installed to prevent further incidents like this. Accidents happen on a daily basis on the highway. On a daily basis. Every day I uses the highway, and every day we see an accident on that particular highway. Whether they have barriers or not, there are accidents. Some get bad drivers speeding, reckless drivers, rainfall. Some get smooth tire to pick up a skid, the car swerve. That is why they have brought out the under 100 miles per hour on the highway. So us, the citizen, will take into consideration the safety of our lives driving on the highway. Now you could be driving 80 miles per hour on the highway and somebody running to you, you know. Somebody who's careless, somebody who's late. But the thing is, you can't be late 2 times. You cannot be late 2 times. You being late for work and trying to rush to work, endangering somebody's life, even yours. But for some reason or the other, we as Trinidadians, we don't understand that. You want to race? Not a problem. You want to drive your car hard? Not a problem. They are racing tracks in Trinidad. Go down and practice. Go down there and practice. It's sad when you hear somebody get paralyzed for life. Somebody lost a hand, somebody lost a foot, somebody lost a loved one due to the recklessness of human behavior on the nation's road. It's sad, you know. It's sad. So hear this. Drifting from the topic. 2 laptops have been stolen from the Brazil secondary school, and the police are on the case. The incident happened sometime between 30th November 2022 and Wednesday the 15th of March 2023. But the matter was only reported to the police around 12:45 on Tuesday 21st of March 2023. A 41-year-old ICT technician, Office 1, with the Ministry of Education, who is assigned to the Brazil Secondary School, proceeded on maternity leave on November 30th, 2022. She left several laptops in the computer lab, which is accessible to students, teachers, and other members of staff at the school. Upon returning for duty after coming off of her maternity leave on Wednesday the 15th of March 2023, the teacher discovered that 2 Lenovo laptop computers missing from the laboratory. However, the laboratory was not broken into. So somebody pick up the laptop. A report was made to the principal, and the teachers was advised to report the matter to the police. A report was made yesterday to officers at the La Joquita Police Station, and PC Graham of the La Joquita CID was detailed to investigate the incident. You gonna tell me going in a school? If the school wasn't broken into, which means a student or a teacher or maybe a cleaner took the laptop and left. So let's just hope that there are some cameras somewhere in the laboratory that could actually pick up who stole the computer. It's sad, you know. Sad. You're going to school to teach. You're going to school to learn. And there's a thief in the school? You couldn't get it better than this in Trinidad. You can't. So viewers, we are almost out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, a rerun of this program is from Thursday morning from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. Remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposit. We have our Real Talk Credit Union is up and running. So Trinidad and Tobago, take advantage of the offer. 4%. Do your research, check your banks, call whatever financial institution you have to call, and it's 4% you get it only at Real Talk. So viewers, until we meet again for our Thursday night program, back on our Thursday, I am Saieed Ali wishing you a good night.